Hello friends, welcome to the VLSI design course. So today we are going to see next one of the example like 7 segment display. So we'll try to understand the theory of 7 segment display and write a VHDL code for the 7 segment display to display on the 7 segment displays available on our development board. So if you can see here on this the development board contains 6 7 segment displays. So we'll try to draw you the least one 7 segment display with its BCD value. So for BCD number we are going to use these 4 switches as an input. Let us say if I give input 0 0 0 0, so here 7 segment should display a 0, it should display a 0. So today's application to display a 7 segment or the interface of 7 segment through the FPGA board. So let's start. So before starting writing a VHDL code, first of all we have to understand the logical diagram of our example, then understand the Boolean equation, then create a Xilinx ISA project, write a VHDL code, simulate it, synthesize it, generate a UCF file, and finally generate a bit file. So let us see quickly the theory behind the 7 segment displays. So the name itself says 7 segment display means it has a 7 segment LEDs indirectly. So each segment represent one LED indication. So if you can see here, this is called as a one segment, this is one segment. So to display this one segment, their back end there is a one LED, then here also one LED, another one LED, and here also. So total if you consider here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so there are 7 LEDs. So that's why the name is 7 segment display. So the total are the 7 segment, as well as this is the decimal point also is there, so that can be controlled using this 7 segment display. So again in 7 segment display there are two types of 7 segment displays come in the market. One is the called common cathode and common anode. So diagrammatically we can show here, in common cathode, all the cathodes of our diodes are connected commonly, and it is connected permanently to the ground. So whenever we are implementing a PCB circuitry using 7 segment display, this common cathode we need to connect it to the ground terminal. So in that case, when you enable the segment A with logic 1, that time this segment A will be turned on. Try to understand. Yes. So here we have to only control the segment A. Segment B, when we give segment B value as a 1, then segment B will be, or this LED will be on, other will be off. So we can say in a common cathode 7 segment display, to turn on the segments we need to give the logic 1. Understood? Because its cathode already common and it is connected to permanently to a ground. Similarly, in case of common anode, all the anodes of that LED are connected to a VCC, or we can say logic 1. Okay. Now to turn on this LED, let us say I have to turn on this segment A. What value or what logic we need to give to this segment A? So we need to give the logic 0. So this is very basic funda behind to turn on the segment. Okay. So let us assume, suppose I have to turn on the segment B and segment C. So what are the values we need to give? For B we have to give logic 0, and C also we have to give 0, and in other cases we have to force logic 1. So other LEDs will be off, only B and C will be on. Okay. So this is the basic fundamental behind the 7 segment display. Now this concept we are going to use to write a VHDL code. Okay. So before writing a VHDL code, as I said, we have to create a truth table or its Boolean equations, or equivalently its logical diagram. So let us assume we have a 4-bit input. So we are taking BCD in as a 4-bit input. Okay. So it will be from BCD like 0 1 2 3, so 4-bit input. Then this is something like our entity declaration, and we have 7 segment output, so we need A, B, C, D, E, F and G are the outputs, as well as here one common anode terminal is there. Okay, so whatever the segments we have deployed on our development board is a common anode, so this control also will come from this block. Okay, and this will be controlled by logic. It is permanently connected to logic 1 because of common anode. Okay, now this is the something like entity declaration of our 7 segment BCD to 7 segment converter, or BCD number display on the 7 segment. So let us start. If I wanted to display a logic 0 or by decimal 0 value, so which segment should be on? Segment A should be on, segment B should be on, C, D, E and F. Only segment G is off. Now because of common anode, to turn on this segment we need to force the logic 0. So that's what here A is 0, so A will be on, B will be on, C will be on, D segment will be on, E segment will be on, F segment will be on, and G segment is 1, so it should be off. So this will display a decimal value of 0. For 1 B and C will be 0 0, all other should be 1, because to turn on the other segment. In case of 2, A, B, G, E and D should be 0, so here A, B, then D, E and G should be 0, others are 1. Similarly, let us try for the 3. So for 3, A, B, C, D should be 0, so let us note down it. So A should be 0, B also 0, C also 0, D also 0, E is off, so on 1, and this should be 0, G should be 0. So for 4, A is off, so means it's 1 0 0, D is off, E is also off, F is on, G is on. So so for 5, A should be on, means it is logic 0, B should be off 1, C should be 0 to turn on, D should be 0, E on, F and G should be 0. For 6, A is on, only B is off, all other are on, so make it all on. Okay. For 7, A, B and C are on, all other are off. For 8, all are on, so we have to make all are 0. And for 9, A, B, C, we can turn on the D also if required, or you can make D also off. A, B, C, D, E off, E, F and G are on. So like this completes our decoding logic. So this table plays a very important role while writing a VHDL code. Okay, so let's move forward to write a VHDL code. So for the writing a VHDL, we have a input details. So we have BCD input. We will declare A, B, C, D, E, F, G as output. Okay, and one select common control line, and we'll try to write a VHDL code. So let's move. So let's get into the 7 segment display. What is this 7 segment? Okay, so create a new project. So SSD, next, all other parameters like our FPGA family, everything should be same. Finish. So right click, new source, VHDL module. So here BCD to SSD. Okay, next. So what are the inputs? So I will already written a code. So I will take BCD underscore in as a input. So it is a 4-bit input, so we'll take as a 3 down to 0. Then SSD underscore out, SSD underscore out as a 6 down to 0, bus 6 down to 0. Okay, then here we have to take, as we know on our development board we have a 6-7 segment. So to control this only one segment, we have to make all these off. Okay, so that's what 6 controlling inputs we required: SSD1, SSD2, SSD3 likewise. So let's take it: SSD1, SSD2, SSD3, SSD4, SSD5, SSD6. So these are the control inputs. SSD here, SSD out is out. Okay, so let's create a entity, finish. Okay, so this is the entity declaration, and now we are going to write a ESDL code for this 7-segment decoder. So I have already written, so I will not waste much time over here. I will just explain you. Okay, Control C. So I will explain why the meaning of this SSD1. Okay, so let us start. So the meaning of SSD1, we are giving here logic 1. So out of this 7 segments, we are going to turn on only one segment, that is SSD1. Okay, so SSD1 is assigned to logic 1, all others are assigned to 0. That means this is a common anode 7-segment display, and we are connecting all anodes to a logic 1. So to turn on the remaining segments, we have to force logic 0. Okay, so this completes our first controlling input. Then comes the with BCD in underscore in select. So that means when BCD underscore in value comes, it will, these are the choices of BCD underscore in. So it has 9 choices: 000, 001, 010. So like this up to, I have mentioned it up to FF also. So we can show 0 to 9, 0 to F, and respect to represent in the 7-segment display. Okay. So let us start. When BCD in is 000, the expected 7-segment output is 0001. So how this SSD out is divided, I will explain. SSD out, so this is our table. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G is nothing but the representation of SSD underscore out 6 down to 0. So 0th bit represent A segment, 1st bit represent B segment, and the 6th bit represent G segment. Okay, so because of this SSD out, or I will just write a comment here, SSD underscore out is nothing but G, F, B, C, D, E, okay. So A, B, C, D segment, E, F, and G. So SSD out indirectly we are representing as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so I think we have understood. So accordingly, to turn on logic 0, to turn on this 0 except G, all segments should be logic 0. So that's what here A is 0, then B is 0, C is 0, D is 0, E is 0, F is 0, and G is 1, because it will represent the decimal 0. Okay, similarly this will represent decimal 1. So likewise we have covered decimal, let us say 3. Okay, so like this we have covered the all the combinations and the whatever the table we created, that decoding values we have written here. So here I have covered all the possible values of 4-bit. So that's what here we are able to cover it up to FF. So the table we created is up to the 9 only, So for 9, let's take 0 1 1 0. So this is okay. So here D also we have make it 1. So A B C D E F, A B C D, E only 0. E will be only 1, otherwise all the other are 0. So likewise we have created decoding values for the 7 segment display. So now next step is to check the syntax. Let's validate it. Sorry, here one more mistake, this SSD should be out. Sorry. Yes, now still there are some mistakes. Okay, something I deleted. For 0, G should be 1. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. SSDs undefined simple it's mistake, SDD happen. So okay, so likewise we can correct the errors by mistakenly in typo mistake. If you are done, we can correct it. Now yes, it is correct, then we will synthesize it. Now the next step is to assign a pin to our design. So pin assignment we have to do. So let us go back to our presentation and we'll see how to assign the pins. Now in this design, what we are going to do, this port, this is the 7 segment port or headers J7, J6, and for the BCD input we are going to use these switches. So this J7 header, this J7 header contains the 7 segment displays details, like for example A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now we can wonder here, I have connected the 6-7 segment. So for 1 7 segment, how many inputs we required? 7 inputs and 1 is the control. So total 8 signals are required, correct? But this 7 segment I connected through a concept of multiplexing. So what is the multiplexing? Multiplexing means a segment of this first display or 7 segment display is shorted with a segment of second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So when all the segments of all the displays are connected to a common pin is called as a multiplexing. So if I force logic 0 to one of the segment and all the segments are active, in that case all segments will be displayed. So that is called the multiplexing. So to control that multiplexing, we are going to use this SSD control pin. So that's what we have declared one more input, SSD1, SSD2, SSD3, 4, 5, 6 to control this segment. So as per our code, when this SSD1 is 1, in that case this segment will be on, all other will be inactive and they will not respond to the whatever the value is coming on the segments. So this is called the multiplex 7 segment display. So what we are going, this J7 we are going to connect to the P6 header. J7 is connected to the P6 header and J6 we are going to connect to the P2 header. J6 we are going to connect to the P2 header. So what this J6 connect? It connects the it contains the 7 segment display information, and this J6 header contains the information of this control signal. So for example, SSD1, SSD2, SSD3, 4, 5 and 6. And these switches we are going to use for the BCD in. So let's create a UCF file. Okay, so simple method, right click, new source, VHDL module, SSD dot UCF. What happened? Sorry. Right click, new source, implementation constraint file, SSD dot UCF, finish. Okay, so already I have written so these pins we are going to connect. So let us start with control signal SSD1. So SSD1 is connected to P6, sorry, P5, sorry, SSD1 P5, SSD2 P3, SSD1, SSD2 P3, P8, P7, P10 and P11. SSD6 is connected to P10. Then SSD out of 0, so there is the A segment we are going to connect P19. So it is connected to P19, yes, P19. So that is nothing but the P6 header, P19. Then B segment P21, this is the B segment P21, C segment P18. Likewise we are going to cover. Similarly BCD input, this is the input. So P30 is for logic 0, so LSB is connected to P30. Then next bit binary BCD in of first bit P28, P32, P31. So like this our pin assignment is done like this. So let's save it and generate a programming file. So meanwhile time, just see how this RTL schematic looks like. So you can observe here only BCD in 4-bit and 7 segment output, 6 down to 0, so 7 bit and the 6 control bits. So it is implemented using a ROM. So because the implementation whatever we have taken, it is a hard coded values. So the table, it in that ROM, this many of combinations is already saved. So this is one of the example, we can say a decoder. Yes, decoder, because let us say it has a 4-bit input and the 7-bit output. So this is something similar to the decoder implementation. So it is also called as 7-segment decoder logic. So let's wait for some time. It is generating a bit file. Yes, it is in a final stage. Let's take how much utilization is take. It's hardly take very few LUTs, slice, flip-flops. Okay, so our bit file is generated. Now we have to implement this bit file on the hardware platform, whatever the hardware platform we have, and we'll see the implementation of this bit file on the hardware in our next lecture. So please watch the next video to understand how we have implemented SSD segment on this hardware platform. It is very interesting. Keep watching the video. Thank you.